Real Sex Street Interviews, Take 2.
Hey there, Battery Buds, and welcome back to the channel. As always, we do appreciate you hanging out with us. Today, we're stepping out of the Bay Area and headed to Lakeland, Florida to ride with the Swan City PEV group, who meets at Munn Park Mondays, 7 p.m. I've gotten to know these folks over the last few months, and I wanted to share with you all what makes riding in Lakeland so great, but more importantly, what makes riding with these folks so special. So sit back, relax, and let's meet some of the riders from the Swan City PEV group.
So I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio. I've been down here for work for almost a year now, and when I got into town, I just hopped on Facebook and started looking around for local one-wheel groups, actually.
So I've always been into mountain biking, so how I got into PEV was actually through my friend Katie, through her friend Safat, and they introduced me to one-wheeling just because it was something that she liked to do, and I figured that would be fun too. And they let me borrow their one wheel, or well, Safat let me borrow his one wheel, and I was able to learn from that until I eventually ended up buying his one wheel. So it was very nice of them.
My mother actually joined the group before I did, and I had just bought a one wheel and was riding around, and I was trying to teach my family how to ride too, to get them to ride with me. And my mom found Lakeland One Wheel on Facebook.
So I originally got into the group in December, after we moved here. We were only here from like September to December. I started riding a one wheel, and that's the point at which I met these guys. I found them on Facebook, and then I started riding with these guys.
My favorite spots here in Lakeland would be probably the Loyce Hart Park or Carter Road Park. It's really nice trails. I spend a lot of time mountain biking there, but it's a whole different view when you're on the one wheel there.
I really enjoy Loyce Hart Park. We used to call it Carter Road because they changed the name in the last few years or so. It used to just be Carter Road Park, and there's tons of mountain bike trails out here.
I really enjoy the chill factor of just, riding the streets and sidewalks and everything, and not doing anything too technical. For the most part, this is like my relax and release, from the, day of work or week of work or whatever, However, I have recently gotten, into more trail riding. We've gone down the Carter Road. I don't even know how to pronounce the name of the park, Lucille Hart, something like that. But, hitting those, bike trails back there and everything is a lot of fun, and have been enjoying that. But that's like a once a week, maybe once every other week kind of thing, For the most part, like I said, I just really enjoy the, laid back of a regular ride.
My favorite spots to take the group are the alleyways and places you don't see coming. And I want you to always have to be paying attention, because you never know when we might dip down an alleyway and then pop out somewhere else. And so that's one of my favorite things to do, is to catch them off guard, like, oh, is that where we're riding? I thought that was a driveway. And then it turns into this big alleyway that connects, two places we've been riding, but not seeing the thing that connects them together.
How has the group affected my quality of life? Frankly, it's been massive. With me, only being down here a year, I am coming in for work. I didn't know anybody. Outside of this, I have like zero, social life, because again, I'm not from the area, don't know anyone. And so this has been a lifeline for me to, meet people and, strike up new friendships and everything. And it's been freaking awesome.
I'm excited to get outside and go ride with people. We don't just, we have the Monday ride every Monday, but throughout the week, we're constantly meeting up and riding through the night, sometimes till 4 o'clock in the morning, just riding all day, every day. I've met a lot of people. I've got a lot more friends than I've ever had. And I mean, I guess I'm opening up, talking to people more. It's just been amazing.
You know, definitely having a smaller population can limit the size, and that's why we see fewer riders than, you know, the other extremes, you know, Tampa and Orlando. But it also allows us to build a lot closer connections to people because there's only a few of us. It's not like you sit at the wrong table and you miss a conversation. With there being 15 or so, 20 of us on a given night, we can usually, you know, catch up with each person throughout the group.
My favorite part about the group rides is really just the socializing with all the other people here. You can, while one-wheeling, you can easily talk to everybody around you. You never know where people came from, and there's just people from all walks of life that are on these rides.
What am I going to miss most when I get back home? The people, the group. I've only been riding for a couple years now, and frankly, I've been on the road for most of that. So I have no idea what kind of a presence this has back home. Even if there is one, I about guarantee it's nothing like it is down here, you know. And I've gotten so close to, you know, some of the people down here in my last year. They were so welcoming, so inviting. And it's the people. Why do we do any of this kind of stuff, right? So that's what I'm going to miss most.
I'm really glad you guys were as interested in getting to know Swan City PEV as I was. Thanks to Phil, Aaron, Ben, and Aaron for taking the time to talk with me. Zach, thank you for hanging out with us at the park. Thank you to Scuba Steve for being Scuba Steve. Casey, it's good seeing you again. Again, the meetup is at Mun Park Mondays at 7 p.m. I'll go ahead and put the address in the description below. And you could always find Swan City PEV on Telegram as well for other special events. Until the next one, stay safe, stay charged, and we'll see you soon.